Hey everybody, it's Tasha with Selah Theatre Project. I'm going to hang tight for a few minutes for a few friends to join us, and then I'm going to get started. If you hear any water in the background, that is my turtle tank. I am at home and not at the theater. So don't be alarmed if you hear water trickling. It's just my turtle enjoying the good life in her water tank. So I'm going to hang tight for a few moments and then we'll get started. Can you believe I actually got on here on time? I'm very proud of myself. You should be proud too. If you're here and you're watching and you want to say hi, drop in the comments and say hello. I'd love to see who's here. Hi, everybody. Awesome. So we have a few folks. So hi, Eric. How are you? Hi, Joe. Hi, Paige. Awesome, awesome. I love everyone's different way of saying hello in the comments. That makes me very happy. All right, we have a few folks, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And if you join in later and you miss this, I'm going to send it out via email to everyone, a link to our YouTube channel so that you can see it. I know a lot of folks have been worried. There are a lot of rumors flying. And even when I put up that there was news and updates, people are texting other people, what's going on? What's going on? So, hey, Mary. I just want to do a few things. One, I want to update you on what's happening at Selah Theatre Project. Two, I want to squash some rumors that are going around in this community about Selah Theatre Project, about me as well, and what's happening in my life, which is amazing. It's like a really bad telephone game. So I want to squash some things right up the head and then update you guys on different ways that you can help us out over at Selah. So I'm going to cut straight to the chase. This is not going to be a BS session on live. I know that some folks have been worried and concerned. I've received some emails and text messages and so forth. We've been kind of quiet and kind of silent. And so I want to talk about our season. So here's what is happening. We had a season lineup. We had originally had it approved with our partners over at Laurel Ridge Community College by one particular department that we have been working with for the past 2 years. As most of you know, we have been operating out of two spaces. We've been operating out of Selah Theatre Project in Winchester and also Laurel Ridge over in Middletown. We have enjoyed every moment of being over in Middletown. We have tripled our audience base. We have welcomed back a lot of our Front Royal folks over into the Middletown side. And it seems like we have hit an obstacle and a little hiccup. So even though the season was approved, we had already published, we had already gone forward, everything was rocking and rolling. It seems that there are some new folks over at Laurel Ridge and had some concerns about, our being over there and all that stuff. I was brought in. Hi, Michael. No, wow. I was brought in pretty late into the conversation and not head on. So I am learning and scrambling very, very much so. So we have had to make changes to our season, to season 12, primarily because we have an MOU that has yet to be signed. And as of today, there's another MOU that is out there that we are still waiting to be approved if we can get it approved. So my team and I, God bless my team, and even a lot of our community members, hey Pam, have been chiming in. Our Selah leaders, our Selah veterans have been chiming in and helping us, round this out and figure this out. Long story short, we do not have access to the Laurel Ridge space right now. Until that MOU is signed, we cannot reserve the space. We cannot reserve it for rehearsals or auditions or anything. That's just plain and simple. So we've had to rearrange our season a little bit. And unfortunately, a lot of folks are going to be unhappy with some of the changes that we've had to make. I'm just pulling up my notes here to make sure I don't go too far off base. So the first thing that we had to do was realize that we are operating primarily out of our Winchester space, which is smaller, but it does this job. It's a cute, quaint, intimate space. I love it. But it's one space. So we can't do our dual rehearsals like we've been doing for the past 2 years, where one show is rehearsing in Selah space and the other show is rehearsing over at Laurel Ridge. So we've had to figure out ways to either cut or slim down whatever we've needed to do. So one of the things that we needed to do was our first show, What the Constitution Means to Me. We decided to go ahead and make that a staged reading at Selah Theatre Project. And the reason why we decided to do a staged reading is primarily because it is a 3-person cast. It is a smaller cast. It is basically one person on stage the entire time. And so it'll take less rehearsal time. And I trust the actors that are going to be involved with that. And I am only one person, so I can't be in multiple places at one time. So with Constitution, we're going to make that a stage read at Selah Theatre Project. We were looking at a couple other spaces, and we still are, but right now we are at Selah Theatre Project for that stage reading. It will still go up September 22nd, but it will be for one weekend only. So September 22nd through the 24th, excuse me, I am having a severe allergy attack for some weird reason. So that is up already on our website and ready to rock and roll for you guys interested in Constitution. Someone just asked, what is an MOU? An MOU is a memorandum of understanding. So it's basically 2 parties coming together and making sure that they all have the terms laid out. So until we get that signed, there's nothing we can do. So that's what we're going to do for Constitution. It's going to be a 1 weekend staged reading. And it's going to be at Selah Theatre Project. The second thing we had to do was, because we were running out of time, we were waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for this MOU to be signed. And as most of you who have done theater, or most of you that appreciate theater and the actual craft and the work that it takes time. It's not something that we could wait for and someone says, okay, yeah, you have the space now. And then we could be like, okay, we're going to scramble and get everybody in for next weekend. We can't do that. We already have a fast turnaround at Selah. We turn around between 6 to 8 weeks. The quickest time we've turned around was 5 weeks. We did that with Judas last year. And our actors are always on par and ready to go. They make it somehow. But I mean, really, that's the professional pace. That's what we do. And so anyway, with that being said, Laramie Project is now going to be moved from Laurel Ridge over to Selah Theatre Project as well. That is still going up in October. The only difference, other than the location, is that it is going to be a 3-weekend show. And we're going to make it a 3-weekend show now, and get as many people as we possibly can into the audience. It is the 25th anniversary of Matthew Shepard's death. And if you don't know who Matthew Shepard is, I advise you to just Google. It's an important story, even now in the state of our country, in the state of minds of multiple people. It's a great conversation piece. It's a great ensemble piece. And my co-director is one of my former students, Sarah Millard, who will be helping with that piece as well. So we're still doing it. It's just going to be at Selah Theatre Project. The next change that we had to make was with Amy and the Orphans, because that takes time and because it takes patience, and we want to make sure that our 2 actors who have Down syndrome have enough time to rehearse and feel comfortable and not pressured in the roles. We decided to go ahead and postpone that show until next season, 2024-2025. It is an important story to tell. It is an important way to share a different type of voice that we haven't seen here in the Valley and for most of the theater world. And it's a great script, but we're going to take our time with it. We're going to postpone it and move it on. And really, the last change that we had to make was with Nutcrackers. So with that show, which will be directed by the amazing Dolly Stevens, that is our Christmas show. We are in communication right now with a local church to use their show. It's about nuns. So a church, nuns, that just seems right, even though it's a silly show. But we're in conversations with the church right now to use their space to do Nutcrackers, because that's a bigger cast and it's a musical, and we have to do a musical because our adult actors have been begging for a musical. And what better way, since I hate Christmas. I know that's so wrong, but I hate Christmas and Christmas shows. Nah, Dolly's taking that off of my hands. We got a musical going for our adults. It's like a win-win situation. So right now, that is still in conversations with the church right now. Laura Ridge is hoping to have an MOU signed here soon. There's no guarantee of that. So we are just going ahead and moving forward because we have to. Mountaintop is still the same. All of our other shows, except for Kindergarten and also Midsummer's Night's Dream, they're still happening. We just have to make sure that we have adequate space for each production that is in need to go up in the spring. We have a little bit more time. We're giving Laura Ridge a little bit more time. So we ask that you give us time, patience, and grace as much as possible. I hate that it's kind of flip-flopped and upside down and all around the world. I have been racking my brain. My team's been racking their brain. I've lost a lot of sleep, but we are doing our best to make sure that season 12 is still kicking and thriving, and our actors are ready to go. So you will see some new updates on our website between the season, the special events that are happening, also a few add-ons as far as our needs are. So I want to squash a few rumors. If you have any questions about the season, feel free to hit me up. And I know I talk fast, but we can go over that off record or off to the side or in the comments. But I want to address some rumors that have been going around about me and about Selah. So apparently there's a rumor out there that I got a new job and I'm leaving the area and that Selah is closing its doors. None of that is true. And I hope you all who know Selah, who've been with Selah, and who love Selah would know that I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you. No, I do not have a new job. Selah is my job. Selah is my heart. Selah is my world. And no, I'm not leaving town. I will be teaching a lot outside of town, but I'm not leaving town. My home is here. My children are here. And Selah is here. And you are here. So no, I'm not leaving town. And no, we're not closing our doors. That is not happening. It's hard some days. I'm going to be really, really transparent with you. It's really hard some days to keep going when so many obstacles are thrown your way. And I can't say enough that my team and our Selah leaders have just been gracious and kind and uplifting and encouraging. But no, we're not closing our doors. We're not ending. Our season is still going to go on. We just had to rearrange some things because we were slapped, with a huge obstacle. And we don't want to lose our momentum that we have and our community that we've built, especially with the students over at Laura Ridge. We've built a nice community over there, and we want to be able to continue that. But We will patiently wait and continue to move forward to see if that MOU gets signed or not. I know there was an email going around. I think one of the Solarians and also Laura Ridge alum has been passing out an email to show your support. So I do want to say thank you to all of those who have sent emails, who have shown support, who have contacted me. I appreciate you greatly. I think that is part of the uplift that I have felt and the energy that I have received personally, because everybody's been talking and walking around this thing. So I appreciate all of you. With that being said, I know folks have filled out audition forms. I got you. You will be receiving an email Friday with audition dates and times. If you would like to audition for any of our shows, please submit an audition form, which is you can find on our website /auditions. Get that filled out, and we will send you all the information that you need to know. Also, we have 3 new directors that will be joining us. Well, 1 is not new, 2 are not new. Well, 3 are not new, but they're back. Let's say that they're back. So we have Dolly Stevens that's coming in to direct for us. We have Richard Clem that's coming back to direct for us, and Tabitha Jablonski, who is also coming back to direct. I'm so excited. My spring is like lighter and lighter and lighter, and I'm loving it. And also Christmas is off my shoulders. I'm so excited. So I'm very grateful for those 3 directors coming back, and I have 2 co-directors. So I have Sarah Millard, as I mentioned before, and Jacob Reed will be coming in and co-directing as well. So there's a lot happening. There's a lot of pieces that had to be moved around and rearranged. So I apologize for all of the, scares or anxiety or whatever that's been going on out there. I hole up either in my house or at Selah. So so whenever I do go out and I hear something, I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? Don't worry, we're here. We are doing well, and we have rearranged, and we will make sure that you have the theater that you deserve, and that you have the conversations that you are looking forward to. And yeah, so there are a few things that I need to ask of you all, and I am not a big one to ask for things, but there are some needs that we have that if you want to help and you want to contribute and you want to help make Selah bigger and better and more awesome than what we already are, then I have a few campaigns that we'll be listing. I'm pretty sure Theater Dad will be happy to hear that we're going to start a theater chair campaign. He's been begging for new chairs at Selah. Our chairs are so uncomfortable. I know. But they were given to us by Shenandoah University and the Kennedy Center. But it's time to grow up and it's time to move forward. So we're going to start a theater chair campaign. If a theater chair is something that you would like to help us purchase, there'll be a campaign that goes live tomorrow. And also a stage light campaign as well. We need to add more lights. We have a wonderful technician, Katie, who is from SU, that's been helping us and helping us organize and figure out what our lights should be and what they can be and all that jazz. So those 2 campaigns are going up. And the last thing is, as I've said before, we're growing up. We're growing. We've tripled our audience base in the past 2 years. And that's just amazing and heartwarming and great. So that means we need bigger space. We've outgrown our space in just 2 years' time. And it's a great problem to have. It's a wonderful problem to have. And especially with what's happening over at Laura Ridge, it would be great to finally have a home, something that is ours, that no one can take away from us. And I think the community at Selah has worked hard and deserves that. The question is where. The question is how. The question is who has a building that they would like to just donate to us? Anybody? Any suggestions that you have, send them my way, LaTasha at SelahTheatreProject.org. I'd be happy to work and talk to anybody and everybody if it means us growing into a final beautiful space. Beautiful just means that is ours. That's what beautiful means. It doesn't mean that it doesn't, it could be a little rinky dink if we need to fix it up. That's fine. But we need a home. It's time. It's time. It's just time. I know folks don't want us to leave Winchester. I know Front Royal folks would like us back in Front Royal, but it's a matter of where's the real estate. I am working with one real estate agent to look at a few spaces tomorrow, and one of our Solarians is also a real estate agent who has been helping as well. So it is time. It is time. Now, that is not something that's going to happen tomorrow. That's something that's going to take time. That is, we're going to take our time with that because we want to make sure that we get everything right. But we want to extend a hand to our community to be able to say, hey, if you know something or if you've heard something about a building or a space, send it our way. I know a lot of folks are thinking, well, it has to be a theater. No, every theater home we've had, we've made a theater and we've made it ours. But we need something a little bit more permanent, a little bit more stable, so we don't have to work and operate out of two spaces. I think that's it. I think that's everything. So review the season for yourselves on our website. The 2 campaigns for Stage Lights and Theater Chairs go live tomorrow. And continue to just be your awesome selves and patronize and or come work with us or volunteer with us. We welcome you. We hope this isn't too crazy of a journey that you're on with us, but we are getting things organized and together. And it's all because we love theater. We love you. We love our community. And we love what we do. And what we do is tell stories, diverse stories that you won't see or you won't hear in this area. That's kind of our niche. That's what we like to lean to. And we have some great, great, great shows on the lineup, and we don't want you to miss it. So if you have any questions, hit me up. You can email me. You can hit me in the comments here, or you can call me or text me. That's perfectly fine as well. The Selah number comes straight to my phone. I can text and everything. So please feel free to contact me. Joe said a parking lot would be great. Yes, a parking lot would be great. I agree with that. But we will, whatever the universe would like to give us, we will take in graciousness. So thanks for putting that out in the atmosphere, Joe. Let's see. I'm coming back to town, so Selah can't leave. No, we're not leaving. And I'm looking forward to you coming back to town. So I could definitely put you to work. We appreciate you all. That's it. That's all I got. My brain is at capacity. So that's all I got for you. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, hit me up. I am here. So, and going nowhere. So whoever's spreading that lie, stop. Jeez, stop. I'm here. Yeah. Okay. That was it. That wasn't too bad, right? That wasn't bad at all. I think that was good. That was good. I love you all. See you next time. Bye.